Hello, I'm Meliors, the Holistic Tooth Fairy. I help people heal and prevent tooth decay and gum disease with natural, intuitive, and self-help strategies. And in today's video, I'm going to teach you my sensual flossing technique. I think that most people who avoid flossing because they don't like how it feels or because it's making their gums bleed would enjoy it a lot more if they were using the correct flossing technique. So I want to share that with you now. First of all, start off with a nice long piece of floss. I measure it against the length of my arm. I'm quite short, so I've got short arms, but about 18 inches or maybe 50 centimeters is a good length. You want it to be long enough that you've got a fresh, clean piece of floss to put in between each pair of teeth. And that is so that you're not redistributing the bacteria and possibly infections from one problem area in your mouth around to all the other teeth. So that's why those little plastic flossers that have just got a short length of floss on a little plastic handle, I just can't recommend them because you're just moving the bacteria around your mouth with those, and then it's just contributing to the scourge of plastic rubbish in the world. So please consider finding a really nice good quality floss that you feel comfortable using, and there's quite a few different brands that I think are quite good. My personal favorite at the moment is a silk floss called Eco Floss, and comes in a little glass jar, so there's no plastic at all. It's completely biodegradable. It's really strong and gentle on the gums as well. But with this technique, you can be gentle with any kind of floss. So let's get into it. So wrap the long part of the floss around one index finger, and the short part around the other. Or if you don't like wrapping around your finger, and sometimes the tip of my index finger turns a little purple because I'm pulling really hard, you can tie the floss into a circle and get the tension that way. I got that tip from the Aura Wellness people. And then you want to have a nice tension so that this is quite firm and tense, and then you just slide it gently in between your teeth. So don't be slamming it or up or down to hit the gum, because that's how you can get into bleeding. Just slide it in, ease it in, and then turn this straight tense line into a loop. So you're bending it into a U shape and pull it to one side and wriggle it back and forth. So imagine that you're drying your back after a shower with a towel, and you're wriggling that towel back and forth. That's the kind of wriggle motion you want with the floss. And then pull the floss down a little bit and turn it the other way and wriggle it back and forth on the other tooth of the pair. Now, the reason you pull it down in the middle is because if you look at your gums, they come up in between each tooth. So if you're just pulling it straight from one side to the other, you risk, once again, damaging that gum and possibly causing bleeding, bruising. It's not going to feel nice. And the whole point of sensual flossing is that it feels really good, because there's all these very sensitive nerve endings in your gums. And when you are flossing gently and correctly, it's like a massage. It's a beautiful, pleasurable act of self-care. It doesn't need to cause bleeding, and it shouldn't cause any pain. And then, so you ease the floss back down or up between the teeth so it's free, and then you wind it on so you've got the next section of clean floss available, and you ease that in between the next pair of teeth. Bend it into the U loop like that. Wriggle, wriggle, dip down or up, and then wriggle, wriggle the other side, pull it out and wind it on, and so on around your mouth. Don't forget to do the back teeth, so any tooth that isn't touching another tooth. So if you've got wisdoms, it'll be where they're facing the gum, or your back molars if you don't have wisdoms, or if you've got a missing tooth, as I've got, and that the sides of that gap, you need to just do this U motion around the teeth that are kind of freestanding. And yeah, that's it. That's sensual flossing. It will take you a little bit longer to do than maybe the wham bam kind of flossing that you might be used to, and it will use more floss than if you've been using those single use whatever they're called, flossing sticks. But the benefit for your mouth is enormous, and the benefit for the planet, if you're not using single use plastic, is very good as well. So if you've got any questions, let me know. Let me know if you try this and how you like it, how sensual you find it. And remember, you're the boss of your mouth. Bye.